Why do people protest? Nowadays, protesting is a way for people to get their voice heard and speak out on political matters such as unfairness and injustices. With all of the injustice that Black people have to go through, protesting is a good way to let our voices heard and known. Black Lives Matter protesters strive to draw awareness to the numerous ways in which Black people are unfairly behaved toward in society, as well as the ways in which organization, laws, and policies help to immortalize that injustice. Do you think silence is violence? When you are silent, you allow racism in all forms to continue. You have to speak your truth, stand up for what you believe in to help stop the violence and promote awareness. What can we do to end racism? We can continue what we are doing now with peaceful protesting, speaking out on news outlets, adjusting laws, and continuing to bring awareness to people about the injustice that Black people of all color are enduring. Although the Black Lives Matter movement is similar to the civil rights movement, as both just want equality for all Black people, the Black Lives Matter movement is more of a human rights movement than a civil rights movement. Both had protests and even political action to get their voices heard to stop the inequality that many have to deal with on a daily basis to this day. The Black Lives Matter has fought against racism for all people of color through such means as political action, letter writing campaigns, and nonviolent protest. Other ways to protest are vigils, knowledge and information, community education, boycotting, and marches, just to name a few. There are many protest organizations today, including Defense of Black Life, BLVC, Color of Change, NAACP, Legal Defense and Education Fund, LDF, and of course Black Lives Matter. It is sad that Black people have to protest for equality and injustice when, at the end of the day, we are all human no matter what color of race we are. There are many people that have died or been treated differently because of the color of their skin by white police officers, one of them being George Floyd, who died on May 25, 2020, by a white police officer. During his arrest, the police officer put George on the ground and knelt directly on his neck. George Floyd said several times that he could not breathe. After a couple minutes, he lost consciousness and passed away. An ambulance was called and he was pronounced dead at the hospital. Officer Chauvin was charged with murder, and the three other arresting officers were charged as accomplices. This greatly upset a lot of people, and in the month following George Floyd's death, there were many protests and marches that spread all over the world. Protests began and grew into these big movements to show people that Black Lives Matter, that people of all color matter, and to illustrate the issues surrounding racism, police brutality, and stereotyping. They also encouraged people to stand for change and acknowledge those that were wrongfully accused or killed and to remember their names.